Okay. I think I could get on with this now.
After receiving an invitation from Jade's Anti-Destruction Alliance, the Astral Express set its course for Himeko's homeland, the world from which the Express set off again after its fall, Plain Arcadia. In this world blessed by the elation, there exists the Phantasmoon Games. Wearing ancient masks of the elation, 8 chosen participants strive to create miracles that move the hearts and souls of Plain Arcadia's people, hoping to share in the power of the Eon. Having managed this world for many years, the IPC seeks to profit by controlling this Eonic game. In response, the Astral Express, too, has decided to enter the fray. Meanwhile, General Yao Guang, the Xianzhou envoy to the Anti-Destruction Alliance, foresaw through divination the great crisis looming over Plain Arcadia. In her reading, the Stellaron Hunter Blade, who had arrived for the Phantasmoon Games, would become the source of this impending catastrophe. To uncover the truth behind the coming apocalypse, Yao Guang seized a mask of elation meant for the Stellaron Hunters and placed it upon Sunday's face. Thus, due to this unexpected turn of events, Sunday was made a participant in the games. Meanwhile, we journeyed to the school tied to Himeko's family in search of the mask of elation that had once belonged to her. Yet before we could reach it, we were attacked by the streamer Sparksy, a double of Sparkle, who seized the mask for herself.
Sparksy on top.
After seeing through the illusion, I encountered a mysterious girl named Evanesia in the school's archive room. With her help, I obtained another mask of her own creation, and thus became a supplicant of the Phantasmoon Games. To defeat Supplicant Sparksy, we ventured deep into the Fool's base of operations, the World's End Tavern, and later returned to the school to overcome her. In doing so, we achieved the first miracle of the Phantasmoon Games. The Express hero defeats the villain spreading the virus. Yet, at the close of the Supplicant's first battle, greater mysteries emerged. A stranger appeared, claiming himself to be Himeko's father, and revealed a long-buried tale. 15 years ago, during the Phantasmoon Games, someone known as the Herald of Death went on a murderous rampage.
Okay, so I'm running a nonsensical team right now with no sustain. I'm hoping this goes well. I think the most relaxing area for me in Star Rail has to be the Radiance Farsfell. If I even said that name right, but that's such relaxing music.
Why don't those people in the Go Home Club go home after?
Okay. My Sparksy isn't completely done being built yet, but
Miss March,
she's in a good
please
place.
look straight into my eyes. Just like that. Perfect. Now, I'll need you to repeat these next few lines after me, and do so in the same tone of voice.
Okay.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
The sky is blue, not a dazzling display of sparks.
Though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars.
Are you kidding? That's one sentence? Okay, though dazzling sparks may light up the night sky, they can never outshine the eternal silence of stars?
Very good.
Very good.
The internet is both an umbilical cord and a waste duct for the mind, through which humanity's thirst for elation gave birth to the twisted Sparksy.
Whoa there! That's a bit much. Maybe he can be the one to say it?
These are the test sentences I improvised according to the guidelines from the Human and Intellitron Emotional Baseline Test. I carefully observe the subject's micro-expressions and tone changes at the moment they say the name Sparksy, to check if they are infected by a mimetic virus.
So I passed the test, right?
Given how fascinating your reaction was, I clearly don't need to worry about you. Should you find yourself experiencing any livestream addiction withdrawal symptoms later, feel free to contact the Department of Aberration Defense staff. We'll provide you with a series of corrective behavioral treatments.
You're handling this like a real pro, Miss Kuchiba. Has this kind of thing happened before?
It's impossible to predict what will happen during the Phantasmoon Games. Once, a supplicant reversed the definitions of truth and lies, which nearly caused a massive civil unrest. After that incident, we incorporated mimetic treatment into the Department of Aberration Defense's emergency safety protocols. Sparksy Khan didn't cause any casualties this time. But if your partner hadn't stopped Sparksy from spreading the virus, she might have turned into a Calamity-level aberration. Without proper containment measures, a Calamity-level aberration can destroy dozens of cities as it spreads. That's the scale we're talking about. That's the Department of Aberration Defense's term for them. It usually refers to Imaginae infused with wish power who have lost control and begun to run amok. Over time, though, it's become a label that gets slapped onto any hazardous entity.
You? An aberration? What are you talking about? Though, I gotta say, you do look pretty weird with that mask on.
Don't tell me you're a Cosmicon collective player. The Department of Aberration Defense's hazard ratings are nothing like the power ratings in some card game. Right then, that's all for the required checkup. If you're interested in aberration calamity threat levels and how they're classified, you might want to take a look at this document. However, do bear in mind that causing damage of the aforementioned scale during the Phantasmoon Games will cause you to be classified as an aberration and dealt with accordingly.
Okay, so Planet Courier has a 5-tier rating system for uncontrollable aberrations and the scale of damage they cause. Kind of reminds me of SCP Foundation. There's Ghost level. Actually, that reminds me of One Punch Man as well. But Ghost level, weak presence, essentially harmless, or causes only minor discomfort and small annoyance, troubling a handful of people. Typically, I don't know how to say this correctly. Ideoventive Imagine Ideogenic? Genitive? I don't know how to say it correctly. It's like ideogentive Imagine born from collective consciousness, such as villains from comics, panic-inducing objects such as spawned from rumors, animated small appliances, ghosts with this what this or duff distorted cognition. I don't know why I was stumbling on that. Can be what's it called subdued by citizens, ghost busting squads. There's Ghostbusters here. Let's see. Even if left alone, they will escalate into complex mass disasters. Okay, there's Fiend-level. Possess a clear and present danger capable of harming dozens of people or causing structural damage by throwing multiple city blocks. Wait, what? Or an entire small town into chaos? Okay. Typical powerful imagine that have accumulated massive wish power and spiraling out of control, such as unspeakable entities lurking in urban legends for ages or vengeful manifestations born from collective trauma, say mass casualties caused by the Herald of Death. I was actually just thinking about that. So the Herald of Death is like a fiend level kinda? At the bare minimum. There's Calamity-level, a severe threat capable of causing casualties in the hundreds or more if left unchecked. They could lead to the destruction of major cities in Arcadia's core regions. The Herald of Death falls into this category. Okay, so this is the Herald of Death's categories. Like at the bare minimum, he can be manifested from this, I guess. And then the damage he could cause is Calamity-level. In the Phantom Moon games, the upper limit of destruction caused by supplicants going out of control also falls roughly into this range. So a regular supplicant could be up to here at the bare minimum, I guess, of going out of control. Catastrophic threats capable of crippling the entire continent, causing mass casualties and environmental upheave. Reality warping abilities manifest. Technically speaking, Trailblazer could be at Cataclysm-level if he has Cyrene alongside him with the book. Because if he has the book, I forgot what it was called, but I'm pretty sure if he has the book, he can rewrite reality sometimes, or at least like change time. So I could see Trailblazer being around here. Apocalypse-level, a threat level capable of causing civilization collapse or even extinction of humanity on planet Arcadia's surface. The very existence is a great catastrophe. I could see Trailblazer being this level right here. At the very least, Trailblazer's probably around here. Because Trailblazer's not going to actually really cause any harm. But he can break structures. If he hits hard enough. So, yeah.
Before I leave, there's one more thing I need to tell you. Remember Lyndon Scott?
Oh.
The man who served as your tour guide. He was murdered.
This still pisses me off greatly.
What?
I want to find out whoever killed him and give them the most brutal death possible.
Yeah, the Scott we knew was, a really tenacious opponent.
We're sure. Both the ID and genetic information of the deceased match that of Mr. Scott's. You said he was once your opponent?
You don't suspect us, do you? I wouldn't exactly call Scott a friend, but we'd never do anything like that to him.
Easy there, young lady. I haven't even started asking questions yet. Of course, there's no way the renowned heroes of the Express would harm some lowly IPC employee simply because they had a problem with him. And more importantly, both of you have solid alibis. The initial results of our investigation suggest his murder might be connected to the Phantasmoon Games. I'm informing you both of this to warn you to be extremely careful. The Phantasmoon Games are far from a simple game intended for passing the time or relaxation. Anyway, I wish you success. Farewell.
Scott, could he actually... I just can't believe it. But it was Miss Kuchiba who told us, so it must be true. So, the Phantasmoon Games. Pretty frightening, huh? What's your take?
I want to find out the truth.
Yeah. Even though Scott pops up now and then to give us a bit of trouble, I still feel bad about him dying so suddenly during the Phantasmoon Games like this. And without even knowing why.
If the killer is here for the Phantasmoon Games, they might become our enemy soon.
The Phantasmoon Games. Good thing Himeko entrusted this mission to the two of us. Who would have imagined that the Great March herself would be stopped at the doorstep in the very first round? Forget it. I'm not like you. I was never hero material to begin with. Normally my hands can't even keep up with my brain when I play video games. You're definitely the right person for the Phantasmoon Games. It's just such a shame. We finally get a chance to vacation in Himeko's hometown. And I thought we'd make some happy memories together. But...
I'll triumph in the Phantasmoon Games in your stead.
all right. But look, don't push yourself too hard, okay, you? Remember that we've got your back. Oh, right. Where are Himeko and Mr. Yang? They must be getting examined and interrogated too, right? Why don't you send Mr. Yang a message?
I don't think Yang could ever be, Welt could ever be fucking interrogated. That'd be impossible. You never see that happening.
Mr. Yang said he wants to hear what happened between Himeko and her dad.
Can't blame him for being curious. I really want to know too.
Sometimes I feel like these doors takes a long time to open. Did I go past it? Actually, wait, I don't think we've been over here before, have I? Actually, I don't remember being over here.
You're here.
Hmm?
Himeko hasn't mentioned her father at all in the time since I've boarded. So, what is going on between them? As you were the only one with her at the time, you're the only one I can ask.
I'll say it. His new voice actor does not sound that bad. He fits.
Yeah, it really threw me for a sec when you said Himeko's father. But when you think about it, it's only natural that Himeko has a father, right? Not everyone's like me, thawed out of an ice block.
"15 years ago. The Phantom Moon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest.
Huh.
Her name was Himeko. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name, who exactly are you?
Wait?
Well. Look at you. What are you getting so worked up over? Just a joke. A joke. It's been 15 years after all. And you've grown into such a fine young lady. How could you expect your old man to recognize you right off the bat? So, what's with that gravestone I saw with your name on it then?
When you don't know if you'll live to see tomorrow, there's nothing strange about getting your affairs in order in advance, is there, Mr. Ryusuke?
Mr. Ryusuke? How could you be so formal with your own father? At least call me Dad like you used to, okay?
Just hide in the corner.
Hold it. And you are... Don't tell me. Himeko, is this... your child?
Yeah, I choose Grandpa.
Could you please stop making things worse?
I haven't seen you in 15 years, and now I'm a grandfather. Wait. Who's the father?
That's enough! You are looking at my colleague. A new generation of Trailblazer. My friend and my companion on the Astral Express. Do you understand now, Father?
You hear that? She called me father. Hello there, my friend. Sorry about that. I thought you were Himeko's son for a second there.
You have the same hair color?
Sorry. I'm just getting on in years. Whenever I see a youngster like you, I can't help but think my grandson would be about your age by now.
How old is Trailblazer?
I'm a painter. Most of my work involves traveling to different segmenta to complete commissions for my clients. Himeko. I know I've let too many chances to spend time with you slip away.
Just slip away? The first time we met was at Mother's funeral, when I was already 6 years old.
What?
Let's put that aside for now. Were you also too busy with work when I was suffering from a weathering curse?
You might not believe me, but I've been running around for your sake all this time. All these years, I've been trapped in this room that represents the past that I imaginated. And I've never left it.
You didn't know about me becoming the Express's navigator either?
15 years. The Express never stopped here once. You didn't even leave behind so much as a single word to indicate you were still alive. And the Department of Aberration Defense completely sealed off all records of what happened during those Phantom Moon games. I did hear many rumors about the Astral Express, though. I even saw the navigator's name. At first, I thought it was just someone else with the same name. And even when curiosity drove me to look up your picture, I still didn't dare believe that the woman so full of poise and grace was my daughter. She'd grown up safe, becoming a living legend in her own right. I thought about contacting the Express, but what if their navigator was just someone who happened to share the same name? I've been clinging to an absurd notion that if I never sought the answer, there was still a 50-50 chance my daughter was still alive. But if I found the answer, and it was no, then she would truly be dead. So, Himeko, how did you...
Wait, so did Himeko die during the Phantom Moon games of her, of her time?
I'd rather not tarry here too long. I'll be taking my leave now, Dean.
Unless she was whooshed back.
The Express has defeated the supplicant that occupied this school and prevented another tragedy like the one 15 years ago. Now it's time for you to fulfill the duties you failed in back then. Go comfort those students. And see if you can't figure out how to deal with the media bombardment while you're at it.
Failed in my duties. So, still mad at me. Can we talk?
He doesn't seem like a bad guy. That would be like a twist if he was the hero of
Sorry,
the dead.
kid.
You can see that.
This might be a bit abrupt, but... has Himeko ever mentioned her surname to you? I'm a failure of a father. I broke her heart. But what exactly happened 15 years ago? I can't believe it. She actually survived the weathering curse.
What is the weathering curse?
Have you heard the tale of the legendary painter Graphia, who hid everything on this planet's surface within a scroll? It is said that to achieve such a monumental feat, she made a forbidden exchange, sacrificing both her own life and that of her descendants, resulting in the Weathering Curse. Few descendants carrying the Graphia bloodline have lived past 30. Most of them wither like flowers while they're still young, skin cracking and peeling like dried paint. Himeko was no exception. She was tormented by the curse for years. What I did doesn't matter anymore. The Elixir Seekers' folk remedies, the Intelligentsia's guild treatments. I tried them all, but nothing could reverse the curse. All the time spent searching for cures only resulted in me not being by her side when she needed me the most. In the end, I am nothing but a useless father. I'm just a useless son-in-law who married into the family. Strictly speaking, I can't really be considered a Graphia descendant.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So her mother died from the Withering Curse?
You're right. I just didn't realize it quickly enough. How she got through it, how she survived, none of that's important. What matters is that my daughter is back. That's all I need. If I may ask a small favor, would you mind showing me where my daughter works? I want to make up for all the care I failed to give her all those years. I want to get to know my daughter better.
That doesn't sound like a bad request, honestly.
Truly a memorable father-daughter reunion. Brings up some memories of my own home as well.
There goes Mr. Yang with that knowing look again. Just what kind of parent-child relationship are we talking about anyway?
When I was a child, my parents were also always busy with work and were unable to spare a moment for me. As a child, I couldn't help but feel resentful. It wasn't until I became a father myself that I understood how they felt when they were forced to sacrifice the time we could have spent together.
So, did you already promise to give Mr. Ryusuke a tour of the Express? Thought as much. After all, it's Himeko's dad. So, where is he?
Everyone's here. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm truly grateful to all of you for looking after my daughter.
Not at all. She's the one who's been taking care of us.
Would you all be so kind as to show me around? So, this is the Astral Express. Really lives up to its reputation. It's even more impressive than I imagined. As to be expected, of course, huh? It's the place where my daughter works. By the way, what's the pay like for a navigator? Does a position come with insurance and an annual bonus?
I don't... Does Himeko get paid by Pom-Pom? Is a good question.
Talk about parental love. First thing out of his mouth is asking about her salary. Like I'd have a clue. Help! A little backup here?
I guess this would be like the good answer.
Nice one. Parents can probably relax as long as their kids aren't making less than they are, right?
Really? Don't underestimate me, kid. I've got big shots from across the cosmos on my client list. While I wouldn't say my work is worth a king's ransom, my fees are nothing to sneeze at.
I wonder how much he charges.
Mr. Ryusuke, please rest assured. None of the Express crew ever lack for money. We not only receive support from members of the Genius Society, but also from prosperous commercial worlds, such as the Planet of Festivities.
Ah, good, good. Hearing you say that is a huge relief, Mr. Yang. Speaking of which, what kind of work does being a navigator generally entail?
Don't you underestimate Himeko either. Her daily duties include, charting navigation routes, calibrating warp jumps, and technical maintenance. Not to mention she's always guiding the Nameless on missions.
Oh, my daughter is really something else, isn't she?
Of course! Every time we return safely from a trailblazing expedition, it's all thanks to Himeko's guidance and protection. She's the backbone of the Astral Express. Hey, come on! You're just trying to stir up trouble. If Himeko's the backbone of the Express, then our conductor is the absolute cutest and hardest working of all. Right, Pom-Pom?
Oh? We got a new passenger? This gentleman does look kind of familiar.
Wait, Pom-Pom has seen Ryusuke before?
No wonder he felt so familiar. How are you, Mr. Ryusuke?
Conductor? Oh. So you must be my daughter's superior, huh? Well, thank you for taking such good care of her all this time.
Superior? That's way too formal. It's Himeko who's been taking care of the Express and everyone on it.
He's... What is he doing on the Express?
It's all my fault. I was just curious about your daily work, so I asked your colleagues to show me around. And I know I didn't ask your permission first. Just please don't be mad, Himeko.
Mad? Why would I be mad?
You sound mad, honestly.
Mr. Ryusuke, welcome aboard the Astral Express. Is there anything else you'd like to see? I can show you around.
No, yeah, she looks mad. She looks pissed.
Well, I know you'd rather keep your distance from your good-for-nothing father. You're on a journey, and it's rude of me to barge in like this. But it's been way too long since we last saw each other. As your father, I want to get to know you better. Make up for all the time we've lost. At least while you're staying here, please allow me to show you some of the fatherly care and devotion I owe you.
Excuse me? Why don't the two of you go to the party car? Shush, get the drinks ready.
Shush. All right. I'll go make some tea.
That's just our domestic robot's name. Come on, Father. People are resting here. Let's not disturb them. Oh, and, come with us. I want to talk about the Phantom Moon games, not just personal matters.
They left. Whoa. That's the first time I've seen Himeko be that cold to anyone.
Yeah, that is true. But for now, I'm gonna stop here, and I will see y'all later. Peace. Hope you enjoyed.